Most traders think that price just moves up and down randomly. But what if I told you that every single candle is influenced by orders that you could not see? Welcome to the order book Heatmap, the most powerful way to see what institutions see or what institutions are doing before it happens. And this tool has the capability to change your perspective about trading so much, and also your perspective of the market. This tool is a secret weapon, a glowing map that reveals where the big players are hiding their big moves. So I've brought to you this tool that lets me spot liquidity and key levels, and it's 95% accurate when used and understood right. All you have to do is to wait for price to reach these levels and react according to how sellers and buyers are interacting or reacting to that zone, or the way they're interacting with each other at that specific level or zone. So how do we do that? We look at other tools for confirmation, like the heat map itself. It has those confirmations in the footprint chart, or other tools that we have looked at before, like the cumulative delta and all that. So if you're new here, you can first go and check out those ones, so that this is actually very easy for you to understand and relate to. So if you've ever wondered why price reverses at certain levels, why your perfect breakout trades fail, or why your stop loss gets hit before the move, then this video will change you and your trading forever. I am Makasarif 8, and today I'll show you how to see whatever is invisible on your trading view chart or on your MetaTrader chart. So stop trading blind and let's start seeing the actual battlefield. So picture this: you're shorting gold, each and everything looks perfect. The structure, the candle pattern, the RSI, they're all in your favor. But then suddenly price explodes against you and then wipes you out in seconds. You didn't do anything wrong actually, you just didn't see what was about to happen, because right above your entry or right below your entry was a massive order or a massive liquidity wall, thousands of hidden orders waiting to absorb traders like you. So that's exactly what the order book heatmap reveals: where the liquidity hides, where the traps are set, and where the institutions actually plan their next move. So before we hit things up, let's first talk basics. Picture this: every trade in crypto, stocks, forex happens in an order book. This is the order book, and it's a live auction house menu. On one side we have buyers shouting, "I'll pay this much," and then on the other side we have sellers shouting, "Take it or leave it." So it's at this price where we have the asks in red, and then the buyers will be hitting the bid. We know that sellers are the bids and then the buyers are the asks. So what is in the middle is the current price, and that is where the deals happen, because that's the most important thing. But here's the kicker: traditional order books are just boring lists of numbers. They're like reading a phone book in the dark. Overwhelming, and it's very easy to miss the bigger picture when you're reading an order book. But have you ever stared at one and thought, what the hell is going on? Yeah, that also happened to me. Like, this order book, it's just lots of numbers that it's interpret and read, and that is why the heatmap exists. So it's the upgrade that your eyes have been craving. But hold on, we're just warming up. But let's first break down what you're seeing here, because I know it looks like chaos at first. Colors, lines, bubbles, but once you get it, it's actually crystal clear. So an order book heatmap takes all the dust and it takes all the dull list and it turns it into a living, breathing visual masterpiece. So instead of numbers, you get colors. Why colors? Because our brains love visuals. Studies show that we process images 60,000 times faster than text. So a heatmap lets you glance and instantly see support and resistance walls, huge buy orders holding prices up, or resistance cliffs where sales pile up to crush the party. So first of all, We're starting with the background colors, the liquidity layers, where you see the bright red and orange bands represent high resting liquidity. Huge clusters of limit orders sitting in the book. The yellow zones show medium liquidity, and that is smaller order clusters. And then the dark blue and black zones mean there is little to no liquidity. Price can freely move through these areas and these levels. So in short, red and orange walls, strong support or resistance, and then the black walls or the dull colors, it's just like air where price can actually move through fast. So number 2 are the bubbles. These are the actual executed trades. These are the trades that were executed at market price, or the aggressive sell orders or the aggressive buy orders. Each bubble is a trade, that has actually been executed. And the green bubbles mean aggressive traders hitting the ask buying into sellers, and then the red bubbles, of course, the red bubbles mean aggressive sellers. These are traders hitting the bid, sellers that are selling into buyers. So the size of the bubble is the size of the trade. A huge bubble means a large order has been executed, so that's the institutional footprint. Now, number 3 is the current order book, or the COB. On the right side, you see the COB, which stands for the current order book. It's the actual live feed of all the buy and sell limit orders. Caught me right, it's the live feed of the buy and sell limit orders. In real time, you're actually seeing where the buy and sell limit orders are sitting in the COB. So green are the buy orders, of course, and then red are the sell orders, of course. So the buy orders will be resting and waiting below price, and then the sell orders will be resting and waiting above price. So that's what makes them the limit orders. So of course, when you see the wall below, that means those are buy limit orders. If you see the wall above price, those are sell limit orders. Same thing in the COB, in the current order book. So this is literally where the next fights will happen. The COB is the heartbeat of liquidity. Or next to the COB is the SVP, which is the session volume profile. This shows how much volume traded at each price level during the entire session. So the thickest parts are the bulges. We mark the high volume nodes there. And those are the areas where the big players have built or defended positions. So when you combine the SVP, the session volume profile, with the heat map, you get both where the orders are actually waiting and where they have already bought or where they have already fought. So the bottom volume bars, and at the very bottom is your volume histogram. Except this isn't your normal trading view volume. It's not. The trading view volume is actually a scam, if you didn't know that one. This one updates tick by tick. It updates tick by tick. And as you can see, as orders hit the top, they're giving you live confirmation of aggression and reaction at key levels. So in one chart, you're watching the future, the present, and the history. In the future, you have liquidity waiting. In the present, you have orders that are actually being executed in real time and currently. And then in the history, we have where volume built up. So that's what makes this heat map powerful. You're literally seeing the market's DNA. You're seeing the present, the future, the past, all in one place, and all this is actually being beneficial. So now we're going to look at the psychology behind the heat map. Here is where it gets deep. Liquidity isn't just orders, it's also psychology. Institutions know that traders are watching key levels, so they use liquidity as bait. Sometimes they place massive walls to absorb orders, and that is the real liquidity. And then other times they flash big orders and remove them last minute or last second. And now if you see a bright wall vanish right before price comes to that level, that is market manipulation. The market manipulation that you talked about in SMC and ICT, you're actually seeing it here in the heat map But now you have proof. You're not just guessing that there was manipulation or a stop hunt that happened here. You're actually seeing. So they just use fake liquidity to trap retail traders in the wrong direction. And this is how you start understanding the real intent behind liquidity, or behind the liquidity, not just the look of it. So how do I read the heat map? Real live chart analysis. So just a brief of how to read the heat map, and then you can also go and try it out and maybe make some money. To go through this step by step. Number one, we identify the walls. Yeah, so number one, we identify the walls. Look for thick red or orange bands stacked around round numbers. These are the liquidity magnets, and price will often reverse from these bands or these walls. Also, price will often move towards them, just like you see that right there. Watch for absorption. When price reaches these walls, or when price reaches maybe a sell wall or a buy wall, and then it stalls and it's not going further, that means the big players are absorbing the orders. And if absorption happens at that exact point, then you expect a reversal. So you look at that with either these bubbles or the footprint chart. You look at it, you confirm the move just as you see with these trades that you see here, and then you take a buy or a sell based on the direction that you want. If the wall that was hit was a buy wall, of course we're going to look for orders that are being absorbed to the upside. We're going to look for sellers being absorbed by buyers, and then we look for a reversal to the upside. And that's vice versa for the sell wall. If it's a sell wall and we know that there are sell limit orders, huge sell limit orders sitting there, quote me well, huge sell limit orders sitting there, that is for the red and orange walls, then we wait for absorption. We see buyers being absorbed by the sellers, and then we take a sell, take a move to the downside, and then we're making money. And then we're making money, but then with a high win rate. Also, spot the spoofs, liquidity walls. With this, you can know that this is going to be a fake support zone or a fake resistance zone with spoofing. As soon as you see that spoofing happening, you know that there are very many traders that are going to be trapped there. So you make sure to avoid such zone, because if a wall disappears just before price touches it, then that's a fake out, and it's used to manipulate traders like you. So we track the moving liquidity. Sometimes you will see walls following price. So that's just smart money adjusting their orders and where. So we watch where they're actually leading it. We can also confirm with the SVP, or the session volume profile. If the SVP shows heavy volume at the same level where liquidity is, now that's your confirmation, and that's your 99.9% confirmation that that level is institutional territory, either for sales or for buy. Why does heat map actually matter? The traditional charts only show price after it has moved, but then the order book heat map, the COB and the SVP, the session volume profile, the current order book and the order book heat map, they show why it moved and where it will likely move to. Yeah, you're not reacting to candles anymore, brothers. You're not reacting to candles anymore. You're anticipating liquidity behavior, and you're not guessing, but you're anticipating the liquidity behavior or the market behavior with actual proof. So once you learn to read this, you see why false breakouts happen, why reversals form at certain and exact levels, and how institutions move price from one liquidity pool to another. So here is the truth. Trading isn't about patterns, but it is about liquidity. The order book heat map lets you see the game of the biggest players in real time. Once you understand the COB and the SVP, you'll never see that candlestick the same way ever again. So this isn't magic. It's just data that is visualized, and now it's your edge. This is just the beginning. And in the next episode, I'll show you how to spot the real walls versus the fake walls and how to catch reversals before they actually happen. Then I'll also share live examples, live trading examples, and then also I'll share how you can add in orders to your trades or how you can stack and flip with these bubbles that you see here, because as you can see, this is in the seconds time frame, and you can actually look at this and see, when you're looking at this, you're actually seeing those big massive orders coming in big lots, and you can take the trades with the big boys, and then you will know when to add in positions, hence flipping your account easily. So just subscribe now and join the traders who actually see the battlefield and never trade blind again. Subscribe and then also comment with whatever you don't understand. I'll be in the comment section. You can also join my Telegram channel where I give 95% accurate signals, and then also get to find more learning tools or study tools to enhance your trading game and level up your trading game. I'm Mukasa Reef 8, and this is how you stop being trapped and start trapping the market.